Pastor Jerone here. Today is a great day to be walking with God and to be in the light of the Lord. So the Democrat logo is telling, isn't it? Isn't it telling? The Democrat logo, the DNC logo for 2020, it has hidden in plain sight the Baphomet God in it, the devil. The D with the Baphomet turned sideways just to disguise it just a little bit. The 2 and then the 0 with America in it. D to America. Death to America. This is the same thing that our enemies shout against America. Iran, the Muslim countries, they shout death to America, and the media was with them. When President Donald Trump killed some of their leaders earlier last year, 2019 or earlier, one of them was earlier this year and one of them was late in 2019, and they shouted death to America. They shouted death to America even when Obama gave them the money to build a nuclear and the right to build a nuclear bomb. Death to America. The Democrats, as I have been saying in my videos, are the devil. They worship the devil. They're pedophiles, and the lines have been drawn very clearly. And I'm warning you people who say that you are Christians. You say you're Christians and you're voting with the Democrats for whatever reason. You're voting against God. You are voting against God when you vote for the Democrats. Don't vote for Trump. If you don't like Trump, for whatever reason, don't vote for him. I think it would be a great sin for you to vote with the Democrats who have shown you that they are anti-God, anti-Christ, anti-Bible, anti-life. They have shown you that they want same-sex marriage, transgenders, pedophilia, no God mentioned in the courts, no God mentioned in the home, no worship in churches during the pandemic. But you can go get a glass of wine, beer, weed, everything else, but no worship in church. And if you do go to church, no singing. They have shown you what they are about. When you look at their logo, they are even showing you that they worship Satan, Baphomet. Baphomet, they worship Satan. No man can serve two masters. Nobody can serve two gods. When you vote for the Democrats, you're voting against life. You're voting against marriage. You're voting against the Bible. You're voting against worship. You're voting against Christ. You're voting against America. And some of you might like that. Because I'm seeing a lot of black folks and white folks who push, peddle, preach anti-America sentiments. You hate America, right? America has been that terrible of a country. Only because the Democrats have told you that. Our ancestors have made this country great. Our ancestors poured their blood into making this country as prosperous as it is. And you have black, rich, famous ball players talking about how much the country is holding them back. Churches are complying with no worship because let me tell you something, most of the pastors are gay. They get up there with their tight jeans and tight shirts and they preach non-Christ messages. God is nowhere in there. There's nothing but motivation. They use the churches to get wealth. They write a book and they're a millionaire overnight. And folk give them money because they think that this pastor is loving and so sweet and humble. And all you're seeing is gay. You think it's humble. You think the pastor is just being soft and pleasant. But they're effeminate and gay. And no gay person No gay person, male or female, is pro-God. They are anti-God. All of them. And they can talk about God. They can really do a good job of talking about God. They can even sing about God real good. Real good. Sing and do great works. They can do great works in the name of God. But Jesus said, many will say unto me, Lord, Lord, have I not done many great works in thy name? Have I not cast out devils in thy name? And Jesus will say, depart from me. I never knew you. Folks are so easy to get caught up into appearance. These people are building big edifices. They driving the nice stuff. They got all the money. But there's no God there, just like the church of Laodicea. The last church in Asia Minor, Laodicea, very rich church, very wealthy. They sold eye salve for the eyes. They sold white gold. When we talk about walking on the streets of gold, the purer the gold is, the whiter it is. But the reason why gold looked like with that yellowish tint is because it's not pure gold. But the streets of heaven is going to be paved with pure gold. They're going to shine bright and white. And that's what the church of Laodicea sold. And they were very wealthy. And they said, we have need of nothing. We have all this wealth. And Jesus said to Laodicea, he said, you think you're rich, but you're very poor. You're wretched. You think you're healthy, but you're sick. And the Laodicea church is the church that I see today. They cannot see that they're voting for Baphomet Satan. See, the Democrats had planned. They had it all planned with the Bushes. You remember Bush Sr. And he kept talking about a new world order. A new world order. We're forming a new world order. And they was working this stuff out with the Pope, the United Nations, China. And the Democrats and some of the Republicans, especially the Bushes, because they was a skull and bones family. They had worked this thing to a T, and they had planned that 2020 was going to be the year that they'd roll out the mark of the beast and the New World Order. Bill Gates already set up the mark of the beast. He bought the patent already. WO2020060606A1. America First. New World Order 2020, America First. And now their logo is D to America. Death to America. Not only are you voting for the Antichrist and voting for same-sex, witches, demons, Satans, you're voting for the death of America. It's plain and clear. So again, as the man of God, I'm warning you that you're voting for Satan. And this vote is going to be with you in judgment. God's going to hold you accountable. See, because this is not your mother and father's Democrat Party. See, they concealed a lot of things that they were back then. But now they have drawn the lines. They say they worship Satan. They say they don't want your Bibles. They say they don't want you in church worshiping. They don't want you singing. They don't want God mentioned. No nation under God. Take under God out. We want gays, pedophilia, all that. We want abortion. It's clear. And you're voting with it still, because you're voting with an anti-Bible, anti-God situation, and you choose to vote with it still. I'm warning you that this vote is not just for you to help get Democrats into office, but this is an eternal vote. It's going to be in the record in heaven against you or for you. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. Voting for the Democrats is an anti-God deal. and you're going to bust hell wide open. This is Pastor Jerone. Let me know what y'all think. I'll see you on the next video.